Hi guys, welcome to a short video about the question if we can buy a Celeron laptop with Windows 11 or any kind of Celeron computer for Windows 11. This is my first Windows 11 PC. I've done all the upgrades, installed the browser and even some Office and almost everything which I need, and actually everything works more or less. I would say it's not a bad thing. I mean, here we are talking about Celeron N4120. Here in this case, it looks like they have been focusing on a really solid build. I mean, the whole build, everything, the screen, the keyboard and the sturdiness, everything is way above my expectations at this price range. But with the CPU, I'm a little bit struggling. I mean, I'm not saying it's not working, but you can see when we switch between the tabs, yeah, now I have even some YouTube open. That's definitely not what we want, but you can see we can switch between, I think that these are 7 or 8 tabs and works more or less. But when we are scrolling down and switching between tabs, you can see there are a little bit of lags. I mean, I have tested a Windows 10 with a little bit a faster CPU. That was a J4125, and we can definitely see a difference between these things, and I think it's not mainly because of the Windows 11. I had the impression that Windows 11 makes everything a little bit slower, so when an N4120 was still somehow okay for Windows 10, for Windows 11 I would highly recommend to switch to the J4125. What's always good to have is at least a minimum of 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of ROM. I would definitely not go below these specs and choose a J4125 Celeron. You can feel a huge difference. I mean, if you think that's still something for you, I'm not saying you can't buy this. I can even show you some really impressive things here. This is one of my videos and we can go to 4K. Now it has to load a little bit, of course, and as long as we are playing around with the mouse, sometimes it's a little bit irritating, the whole thing, but as soon as we move out with the mouse out of the screen and it can optimize, so you can see there are no lags, there is no delay, there are no artifacts or so. This is full 4K. I mean, it doesn't have 4K on the screen itself, but the transmission, I think everything is really good. You can see the details here. I mean, we have a really nice screen, 1080p screen, but everything is running nice and smooth. And here's something where I have been a little bit hesitating, and if you asked me before if this would run here 3D shooter, I would have told you no, that's not possible, that's not working, definitely not nice and smooth. And I've seen now we had a little bit of a first lag, probably when we have close encounter with some enemies, then it could cause some problems. But I have seen many Celerons already struggling with walking around and looking around, and you can see we can jump even down really fast and shoot around and those things. So that's not bad actually. This is actually above my expectations. So I would say the area where this N4120 is struggling the most is something like that, 3D Google Maps. And you can see when we move around here, there are a little bit of lags. I mean, it's not crazy when we move out and move in, yeah, especially when we move out and move in. Now it's a little bit struggling, but when we wait long enough, we can still have a decent 3D experience. Yeah, here it's a little bit struggling, but as long as we wait till everything has been loaded, and then when we move around, it's still nicely working with not too many lags and still with a nice experience. But when I compare to the experience which I had with the J4125, that was another thing. That was definitely on a higher level than this thing here. And also some office stuff, of course, is possible, especially with this open office, which is a little bit more light than the full Microsoft Office. This works very nice, no lags, no problems at all. I would say if you're not planning to work the whole day, so why not? But if you want to have a nicer, smoother experience, and if you are planning to work on such a machine the whole day, then I would highly recommend to go with the J4125 instead of the N4120. But if you like this machine, I mean, it's a really nice thing. It's a solid, very solid implementation of everything, very solid build, great keyboard, great touchpad, and also all the ports which it has here. Also on this side, 2 times USB-A 3.0, USB-C, and many more things, even mini HDMI. So you can also go with this one if you're interested. I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. But I have also some link for you with the J4125 if you like that. So I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.